Hi, Chris Conway here. I'm here to talk about my new songs album, Unlocked Songs, which has been out a month now. And before it goes galloping any further into the past, as things tend to do, while things are fresh in my mind, I thought it'd be nice to have a chat about it. It's my 13th solo studio songs album, and the first songs album I did solo was 1995, Sounds Like Rain, and my last one was 3 years ago, We're All Astronauts. So they don't happen so often. I don't write as many songs as I used to. I had a huge explosion of songwriting in the 90s. What's different about Unlocked Songs? Well, for one, all the songs were written or come together in lockdown. Two songs used some old material, but they were reworked and became new songs, really. But generally speaking, the vast majority of things were written totally in lockdown. Leicester had quite a strong lockdown. We were locked down for a year, so apart from going out for a stroll, that was about it. So really, this album is the chance for these songs to be unlocked from the studio and from lockdown, and that was the reason for the title. I think lockdown also had a certain kind of atmosphere, whether that pervaded the lyrics or not here or there, I'm not sure. Maybe it did. It's quite a lot of variety on the album. I think in lockdown I was listening to a lot of different things. You got a lot of time. I think in past albums I've been influenced by a certain sound or by an artist or by a style or even just a feeling, but I think this album, a bit like my last one, just songs come up and from all kinds of styles. So there's some US West Coast singer-songwriter is obviously a big thing, but there's some jazz, there's some bossa nova, there's some Celtic, and there's a sci-fi filk song. So yeah, it feels quite varied. I think there's more piano on this album, and I was thinking about why that might be. I think in the past, a lot of my songwriting was with live gigging in mind, and a lot of the live gigs I do are possibly small venues, or they're split gigs or support slots or what have you, or else the venue I'm at can't accommodate this huge piano. So generally, singer-songwriting for me became a guitar-based thing, and when I did write piano songs, they tended not to go off very much. But being here for a year, it felt natural to use what was really my first instrument. And I think I realized whilst I was recording it how much of a first instrument it was. My guitar playing is okay, but I would maybe need a few takes to get the guitar part down. But the piano generally happened first time, so it made me appreciate my kind of playing a bit more. Also, at the end of the whole process and I was listening through to the songs for the first time, listening without listening, I call it. You need to get to a point where you're not analyzing all the time, but you're listening. I was surprised. I didn't think there was a theme or to the album, but there was a regular subject comes back in quite a few songs, which is entirely subconscious, and that is ones of beginnings and endings and cycles of life. I was surprised, and I wonder whether that might have been lockdown. Lockdown for me was, well, my gigging life, concert life stopped. Who knows when it'll start again and quite what form it'll be, and will I want to do quite as much regular gigging? Who knows? But maybe that definitely felt like an end of some kind of era. So maybe that was in it. There's a number of songs. I think that was the case. Anyway, thank you very much for those who bought it or just listened to it on Spotify or whatever you do nowadays. I've had some lovely comments, and I really appreciate that, because creating in isolation here, you really don't know. I had no idea with this one whether it was to the standard of the other ones or whether it was just how good it would be. But I was much heartened by what people have been saying about it. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy listening to it. Who knows when the next will be? And hope you enjoy it. Take care and talk to you again sometime.